Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. So yes, my name is Chris De Vera. I'm the community manager at Canva. I handle the Canva for Filipino Teachers online community. Hopefully, most of you watching today are members already. Okay, so I have some slides here prepared. Everything you'll see here today are prepared using Canva. Miss Aprilline, can we flash my slides? There we go. Thank you. So yes, we'll talk about the creative utilization of Canva for students' performance tasks. So I know most of us who use Canva, maybe we use it for posters, presentations, or I've seen recently sa mga virtual graduation ceremonies. Very patok yung Canva. So thank you for using Canva. But some of you might not know that we can also use it for the students. They can use it for their output and for even group works, which I will talk about later. So before I start, just to warm us up. So again, my name is Chris, and I just want to keep this webinar interactive. I see most of you commenting already where you are from, so I'll ask another question just to keep it fun. So what did you have for breakfast today? I want to see kung may mga unique na breakfast kayo today. So ako, I had oatmeal with some fruits, so medyo healthy lang today. Something very filling, just so that I wouldn't get hungry during this webinar. Any other? Okay, coffee, egg, bread, suman. Oh, I love suman. Okay. So yun. And I'm presenting right now from Cainta. That's in Rizal. It's very near Pasig. And I see that our viewers are really all over the Philippines. Garden Sagad. Nainggit ako sa Garden Sagad. Dragon fruit. Okay. Hello. I think I see some members here from our community. So I'll talk about the community later. So, okay. We have a lot of things to cover today. I'll talk about a little more about Canva for those not familiar, but we'll really deep dive today about Canva for education, its different features, and how to maximize the number of education templates we have on it, plus our LMS integrations. And then I'll give you a little taste of some graphic design basics. Just a taste, because this could be a whole other topic. And then lastly, I'll show a demo of an About Me presentation, which is something perfect for back to school and something that you can have your students submit. So let's start with a quick introduction to Canva. Can I ask in the comments, who are familiar with Canva? Who are using Canva already? I think most of you are. If you are, type number 1. And then for those who've never used Canva, have never made anything in Canva yet, type 0 in the comments. So I just want to get a gauge of how familiar are you with Canva? How much do you know it? Lots of ones, okay. Lots of ones, I think I haven't seen a 0 yet. Okay, very few zeros, so that's very good. Thank you, I'm glad many of you are using Canva. But no worries, yung mga nag-answer ng 0, that's good as well, because that means you will learn a lot today. So I'll try to keep it both basic for today, but also try to sprinkle in some more advanced features for those who are already using Canva. So I'll skip that and I'll go straight to what is Canva. So I think many of you might also find it difficult to describe Canva in one sentence, because there's so many things you can make with it, and it's constantly evolving. So simply put, Canva is an online design tool that enables you to easily create beautiful and engaging designs with thousands of templates to choose from. So ako, I think that templates, parang yun yung unique sa Canva. You can create designs, but you don't have to make them from scratch. You already have templates that you can easily customize to your liking. Parang siyang Pinterest board minsan, di ba? Parang you can get inspiration, you can see some color palettes, or sige, ganitong design gusto ko, pero yung laman, I'll change it. Does anyone else use Canva in that way? Parang Pinterest board, inspiration board, mood board? I think, yes, I see some. You use it that way as well. And it's good to understand, how did Canva come about? So let's talk about the usual way that good design is made. And it's very complex. So for those here who handle the school, yung mga Facebook page ng school nyo or other social media pages, you know how difficult it can be to make mga posters, mga infographics, mga announcement posts. So oftentimes it would start with purchasing software, mga licenses, and then you might need to have studied design, watched some tutorials on YouTube, and you would need to purchase or download mga photos. If it's free photos from Google, madalas hindi siya high quality or may mga watermarks, and it's very hard din to find videos. And then fonts. So if you want mga fancy fonts, you have to find some place pa to download them, figure out how to install them, and so on. So you have to purchase layouts, slice the image, remove the background, and then you want to send it out via email, you want to upload it as a PDF, and then lastly, you want to share it online. So, or you want to print it. So you see that entire process, mahaba siya, and it can be very complicated, especially for teachers. Obviously, this is not our specialty. Our main job is to teach. So Canva comes very handy because we made it simple and integrated. This way, all of those steps you can do without leaving Canva. You don't have to purchase any software. You don't have to download any images or fonts. And you can easily export everything straight from Canva to your social media platforms, or you can even just share a link. So I'll talk more later about how you can export things and share things. But as you can see, parang Canva na yung one-stop shop for everything design. So for those who don't have Canva yet, how can you use it? So you can use it straight from your browser. So Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox, Microsoft Edge. You can use it in your browser. But it's a phone, you can use it on your browser. That's canva.com. But for phones and tablets, we would recommend that you install na lang the app. So that's available for both iOS, mga Apple devices, and Android. So just search Canva and then download the first one that you see. And okay, I'm just looking at the comments every now and then. And once you go on Canva, you'll see this on the home page, and you'll see it's very creative, very colorful, and automatically you'll see different types of designs you can start with. So yung mga poster, parang naka 8.5 by 11 inches na siya. Yung presentation, naka 16 by 9. So you don't have to worry about the dimensions or the sizes. Nandyan na siya. Or mga Instagram post, edi naka 1 by 1 square size na siya. So yun, very convenient. And at Canva, our main goal is to empower the world to design. So we want everyone to be able to design no matter who you are, no matter your skill set. And more than that, we also want to empower every classroom to design. So yung mga schools, education is very, very close to our heart. And that's why it's connected to our 6 values. So as a company, we have these 6 values, all about being good and all about making things simple. And we want to invest in, or we are investing in education because we want to be a force for good. And I think with the pandemic, with the era of remote teaching, remote learning, this couldn't have come at a better time because you all know this already, but it's parang all of us teachers and school admin, we've had to play even more roles. We've had to quickly adapt to the changing times and have to learn all these different types of software, all these different designs that we did not have to worry about before. And that's why we have this gift for all K-12 teachers in the Philippines and worldwide. And don't worry, included dito yung mga ALS, mga SPED, and all, pati mga non-teaching faculty. So it's not just the teaching faculty specifically. And that is Canva for Education. So I think most of you, maybe through your schools, are already on Canva for Education. You can find out more details at canva.com/education. And you might be wondering, how is it different from normal Canva? Or how is it different from Canva Pro? Hindi ba siya the same lang? So you're partly right that it's similar to Canva Pro, but it's actually even better because aside from getting the Pro features, itong yung mga paid features ng Canva, you also get additional education-specific features. So let's look through this list. So you'll see here that you get the premium version of Canva, and you get all the same things that normal Canva has. So all these templates, millions of images, icons, illustrations, fonts. But you also get additional features like integration with Google Classroom, with Microsoft Teams and with Clever. And you also get to create a classroom within Canva. You have access to education templates, and you also have the assignments feature. So you can actually assign designs or worksheets straight to your students within Canva. And then you can receive their finished output, check it, give feedback, all within Canva. So in a way, parang it's like a mini LMS as well. So you don't only have to make your designs in Canva, you can also distribute it within Canva. So nakaka-excite ba yun? Did you all know that you can actually have more features with Canva for education? So daig kayo actually. And that's how much Canva loves education. So let's, and of course, have I forgotten to mention, it's all 100% free. So if you don't have yet Canva for education, don't worry, I will share with you how to sign up. So basta K-12 teacher, pati mga homeschool teachers, eligible kayo. And very important as well is that we are COPPA, I'll just spell it out, and FERPA compliant. So this just means that everything that you see on Canva for education is safe for kids. Mga photos, mga designs, they're all safe for kids. So how do you get set up? So there are two ways to access this forever premium version of Canva for education. So if you have your, here, you can feel free to screenshot this. If you have your edu email account, so mga DepEd, edu, or any school.edu account, then you can just go to canva.com/edu-sign-up or scan the QR code flashed on the screen. And don't worry, those that have other email accounts that don't have an edu account, you can also sign up. So you can scan this code instead or go to bit.ly/canvaph-educ. So it's a similar process, and you will be asked for some requirements lang, so some documentation to show that you are a K-12 teacher. Yun. So feel free to sign up after this webinar if you haven't yet. Now, how do we bring our students on board? So, okay, tayong mga teachers, we have access na to Canva for education. Now, what about yung mga students? So, on the right, you'll see here what your classroom or your homepage will look like on your Canva for education account. Can you see my cursor? There we go. So this is your dedicated space to set up your groups, to invite students, to manage your lessons, activities, or projects all in one place. And automatically, you will have one classroom already. You'll have, it will be named after your email account. So if my name is Chris De Vera at, let's say, up.alum.edu, then it will be Chris De Vera's class over here. Do you see this little one? So you will automatically have one classroom already. So here, that's where you can add your students and share your designs with them. But let's say you want to create a separate classroom. Let's say you're handling two different grade levels, or you're handling more than one subject. So you can easily create another classroom as well. Think of it like a team. So you can create another classroom by going to account settings. So that's the little gear icon here, up here. There, that gear icon. You click account settings. Then you go to billings and teams over on the left, that one. So you see there, you're on Canva for education. And here at the bottom, you can click create a new class. So name it whatever you want. You can name it after the school year or name it after the trimester, semester. So class of 2021, 2022. And there you go, you have a new classroom. So you'll see it on the left. You added another classroom. So that's just one way to organize things. It will make more sense once you're using Canva for education and once you have different students or you have students from different groups joining your account. So as a teacher, you can invite your students to your classroom, and that's what we want. We want that you don't only use Canva for education for yourself, but you can also share the blessing with your students. And students, once they're added, can create and share work in Canva with their teachers and with the rest of the class. So parang dito na yung portal for their submissions. So there are many ways to invite your students to your classroom in Canva. So the easiest way is to import your students using Google Classroom. So if that is the LMS of your school, then yun, very, very easy to add everyone. And then another way is you can click copy here, this one, click copy to copy the link and then paste it in your group chat, in your Facebook group, and any student who will click that link will automatically be added to your classroom. So that's another very easy way. We also have integrations here with Microsoft Teams and with Clever. And then lastly, you can also manually invite your students. So if you know the email addresses, medyo mas difficult siya because you have to input it manually. But at the bottom here, you can just enter the email address of your students. So as you can see here, you just click here, import Google Classroom, and then it will ask you to connect your Google account or choose which Google account, and then ask you to select which class you want to import. So it's a little small, but I think you get the idea. And then you click there, send invitations. So how will your students, what will they receive? What will it look like? So they will get an email saying that they are invited to a class. And then they can click this, turquoise green button, join the class. And just like that, they will be added to your classroom. And then by doing that, they will have access as well. They will also have access to the same Canva for Education features and library that you have. So it will make it easy for your entire classroom to use all of Canva's features for your class activities. And as does anyone here also use Microsoft Teams in their school? So you can also easily share your classroom and invite using Microsoft Teams. Okay. Now for the most interesting part, I would say, for today is group work activities. So can I get, in the comments, can I get a raise of hands who here has used Canva for a group work activity? Meaning multiple students of yours were collaborating and editing the same design at the same time. So you'll see elements moving, and you'll see this could be for a brainstorm activity or for even a birthday card. Have you ever tried that? Like different users editing at the same time? Okay, so I'm just checking the comments. So I think not so much yet. Maybe some of you haven't explored this option yet, but trust me, once you see it, you will want to try it. So reimagine your project-based learning and your group works with Canva. So try out our templates that are specifically designed with classroom collaboration at its core. So now you can create, collaborate, brainstorm, note, and you can do presentation learnings together while not together. So together remotely. And you can see here, if you type in group work in Canva, you have many, many templates that you can start with. So these are like brainstorm templates. So you can easily, it's like a big blackboard or whiteboard or chalkboard for everyone that can write on it at the same time. So it's very fun. Your students would need internet connection for this, but for those who have internet, then it's a very nice way to keep your class engaged, especially for mga synchronous classes. So how do you do this? So choose an activity. So again, type in group work. You can also type in other things like brainstorm or group poster design or all about me, you can see here. So just type in Canva and then select your favorite template that you see and create the activity brief. So it says here, how can we reduce, let's say, how can we reduce our trash every week? That's the question. So you'll see here different sections. On the left, you have your facts. On the second, you have feelings and then benefits, ideas. So it's up to you how you want to create it. Or you can put your pros and cons. You can split up your class into 2 groups. And then I'll show you later, but from this design, they can all input their ideas at the same time, all on this same page. Yes, kaya ng Canva i-support yung multiple users editing at the same time. So, the third step after you've given your activity brief is to share your design, your group activity with your students as a link or as an assignment. So you can click the share button on top and then copy the link. At the bottom, you see copy link. Or if you've added your students to your classroom, then you can just type in your student's email or the name of your classroom. So here in the little search box, let me wait for it. Here in the little search box, you can also type in the name of your classroom, and then that will send this entire group work design to your entire classroom, and then they can start editing. So just to talk a little bit more about sharing in Canva. So there are many ways that you can share a design in Canva. The first way, so if you click this drop-down button, so let's say you click here, you click share, and then you'll see here at the bottom, there's this little drop-down option. So if I click it, you'll see 3 options. The first is share a link to view. So you would do this if you want to share your presentation for others to view, but not edit. So you don't want them to mess around with it. But the second option is share a link to edit, the one you see on screen. So this way, you can share it with, let's say, your co-faculty, who you want to edit or add slides to. So let's say you can use this for a group work. Let's say you have a class activity, and then each group is supposed to make a presentation. So they can share the link amongst themselves so that they can all add slides to the presentation. They're all working on one document that they're editing together. And then the last way, the third way, which is the most unique, is to share a link as a template. So it's a bit self-explanatory, but what it means is when you share the design as a template, you will automatically create a copy for whoever student will open the design. So when you share the link with them and they open it, it will open in Canva, and it's already a duplicate copy of your original design. That way, they can edit it, but it will not alter your original design. So you're creating a template that your students can use and edit without editing your original one. So this is great for things like worksheets or, let's say, forms that they need to fill. If there's a survey you want them to fill, then you can share it as a template so that they all create their own copy. Can I know in the comments if all of you, if for those who knew about how to share as a template, did you know that that was the purpose of it, or is this new information? Because I think many of us, we often just share a link to edit, and then medyo mainis tayo when we see people moving around our elements or deleting pages from our presentation. So now you know, if you want to share your design without it affecting your original one, share it na lang as a template. New information. Okay, thank you from Miss Crisal and Sir Dino. Yun. Okay, so I'm glad we're learning today. So going back to the group work, so step 4, your students can form groups, can assign roles, or can even sign a group contract to prepare for the activity. So yung konting pakulo lang yan, but your students can maybe type their names at the bottom, all at the same time, just to show, okay, I agree to this, or this was submitted by, and then put the names of your students. And then you can subdivide the group during the activity. And lastly, students will be collaborating in real time to complete the project. So you'll see here on the screen that you have multiple elements moving around with multiple users. So it's similar to that other platform where you can edit a document at the same time. So here it's like that. You're editing at the same time. You can even chat while you're editing. You can add comments. So your students in a way, it's very special because they get to, this is a way for them to interact with each other and they can see in real time what everyone is doing. I'm looking at the comments right now. Okay, I think some of you are amazed. So yes, that's the benefit of Canva being online. So because you don't need to download anything, you can use it in your browser. Para na rin siyang online game na, you know, you can interact with other people, you can all design at the same time. So just as a bonus information, all about, again, sharing, you can also share your designs directly to Google Classroom. So you'll see here on screen, this is one of our Filipino templates, one of our local history templates. So you'll see we have a growing library as well of Filipino templates that you can use. And this is a very good one. It actually has several slides already and some information already about each hero. So we want to make everyone's work easier. So we're constantly creating new templates as well that are useful to teachers like you. So for this one, you can type in Canva, you can type in Filipino heroes, you can type in PH heroes, or even if you just type in Philippines, this will be one of the designs that you will see. And then you can use the slides how you wish. Or you can copy the heroes for your National Heroes Day poster for today or mga buwan ng wika. Very useful, very flexible yung mga local designs namin. So going back, you can easily share any design that you have to your Google Classroom. So all you do, let me go back, is you click the three dots. Can you see on the very, very upper right, there are three dots beside the download button. Then when you click that, you will see a big menu of different places that you can export or share your design to. So one of them is Google Classroom. And once you click it, it will just prompt you to connect your Google Classroom, to choose which Google account to share your design with. So are there teachers here who use Google Classroom in your school? Can you mention the school name if you use Google Classroom? So yun, very easy. You don't anymore need to download your presentation as an MP4 or as a PDF and then upload it pa to Google Classroom. Here you can share it na directly. Okay, I'm just looking at the comments. Okay, yes. Okay. Thank you. The comments are going by so fast. That's why it's hard for me to read them. But thank you. I see a comment here that the problem is often the internet connection. So we're working on that. But this at least these collaboration features, you can use them when your students have internet. If not, then you can always export your designs as a PDF, or you can even print them out for your other learners. Now let's talk about how you can find more of these lesson and activity templates. So we have over 60,000 high-quality educational templates that you can customize. And sometimes it can get difficult to find them because there are just so many. So let me feature some right now. You might want to take screenshots, or essentially everything that you see on screen, you can just type in those words. So you could simply type in education presentations to find all of our, very simple, to find all of our education presentations. So these are all of our 16 by 9 mga landscape na pang slideshow, pang presentation. You can also type in lesson plans. So you see here very colorful, very fun blank lesson plans that you can use. You can print them out if you want to handwrite on them, or you can also just edit directly in Canva. So it becomes like your digital journal, your digital lesson plan. Or if you want, you can, after editing it online, you can share it with your supervisor or share it with your co-faculty, so for them to check, for them to give feedback, all online. Another one are worksheets. So we have many worksheets for different subjects like math and science that you can use. So this is where sharing as a template will come very handy. You can share this with your class. They will create a copy. They'll put their answers in, put their shapes in, and then they can share it back to you. They can share their own copy back to you. Okay, Because I sorry, whenever I'm not talking, it means I'm reading some of the comics. Reading some of the comments. I said comics because we also have some comic strips later that I'll talk about. We also have virtual classroom kits. So these are like a whole set that come with Zoom backgrounds, Google Classroom headers, and they all follow a design already. So we actually have some that are Care Bears inspired. So if you want to really decorate your classroom before the school year starts, give your students, a friendly welcome, you can use our classroom kits to really design your virtual classroom. You can also add Bitmoji. So if you can see here on the bottom right, see cartoon teacher, that's a Bitmoji that was made directly in Canva. So I think many of you love Bitmoji. I see it used a lot in my community. And of course, it's very cute. It's very nice. So in Canva, I won't demo it now, but on Canva in the left side, on the left side toolbar, if you scroll to the very bottom, so after you have music, or you have audio, you have videos, you have photos, you have charts. If you go to the very bottom and click the three dots, that will go to your more menu, and then you'll find their Bitmoji. And you can click it, connect your account, and create your Bitmoji directly in Canva and add it in all of your designs. Are there any Bitmoji fans here sa chat? Can you let me know? Ano pa yung ibang mga similar kay Bitmoji? Just let me know in the comments if you use Bitmoji. Okay. And then we also have different posters. We have some that are for classroom rules. We also have for mga planets in the solar system. Or here, you can see on the bottom right, student of the month. So lots of different posters. You can use it for birthdays, or you can use it to recognize a certain student, or you can create announcements if you're handling, let's say, the Facebook page of your school. And then we also have, like, similar to that classroom kit, we have classroom decor kits. So again, lots of fun designs, really cater to kids, really colorful, really vibrant, that you can use to decorate your classroom. And like we said, we have many group work activities. We also have infographics. So these are medyo mas narrow, longer designs. You can edit everything here that you see. If you want to edit, let's say, the leaf, or you want to edit the color of the butterfly, or change the icons altogether but keep the design, you can do that. So at least this gives you a nice layout that you can follow for your infographics. Or you can make it an assignment for your students, for them to create an infographic about what you discussed. Or if you read a book as a class, then they can share all of their learnings in an infographic. Challenge them to put it all in one page. We also have student video templates. So this is similar to what I'll demo later, but your students can create an intro for themselves that they can share with the class during their first week back at school. So you just search student video templates, and then you'll be able to find these, and they can put in their videos, put in some trivia, some facts, and design it however way they want. And we also have, the list goes on, but we also have social emotional learning activities. So mga SEL designs. We have mga mood thermometer, mga pick the face that represents how you feel today. So these are very useful now, especially again in remote learning, because it's important that we check up on our students, we ask how they're feeling, and we give them an avenue to express how they're feeling. And it's good if we let them know that it's okay to feel sad, it's okay to feel confused, and really just discuss your feelings. So I know we have a lot of young learners. We're dealing with a lot of young learners who don't get to interact with their classmates now the way that we used to. So these are just some ways to help keep your students in check. So I think these are quite popular among the teachers here. I see these being used a lot. You can also use this as like an icebreaker. So before you start your lesson, ask people to just rate how they're feeling, describe how they're feeling, mga ganon. And so because I said that our library of education templates keeps growing, we actually have some very brand new ones. I think these came out like last month lang. So perfect for back to school. We have several of these posters. So we have About Me posters. Again, this can be an output for your students. You have the option kanina na presentation or video. Now you have the option na poster. So it's up to you. You also have mga icebreaker activities, and you also have mga milestones. So again, if you want to celebrate your students' achievements, you can use these posters. And again, these are things that you can only see on the Canva for Education account. So you really get access to these very colorful, very youth-oriented designs. We also have class contracts and certificates. So if you want, you can, if you have your own classroom rules, you can make a design and then have your students put their names on it. Just a way to build camaraderie, to build agreement with the class. And yun, mga certificates. So if you have, let's say, a student of the week or most friendly, most helpful, you can create any type of certificate. And it's a fun way to keep your class happy and active. We also have About Me videos. So this is what I'll demo later. But again, it's a nice way for your students to introduce themselves in a fun design, and also a way for you to introduce yourself. So I highly encourage the teachers here for back to school to create your own About Me video, and then you can share it with your students so that they get a nice introduction about you. And of course, when we share about yourselves, then they become more naiengganyo sila to share about themselves as well, para maging two-way siya, two-way sharing. We also have, I hope hindi kayo nauumay, but we have a lot of templates talaga. So we also have storyboards. So this is why I said comics a while ago. So we have storyboards that you can also use. And you can see here on the on the right side, they can also build their own characters. So they can combine the heads with the bodies, with the clothes, parang mga paper doll. So they can also create their own scenario. So this is perfect then for those who are not great at drawing. So instead, they can still visualize what they want to visualize with photos and with different elements. So these are very fun. You can try out these storyboards. Just type storyboard. And lastly, we have subject quiz presentations. So we actually have several topics already that have slides, that have questions, and that have answers. So you'll see here mga triangles and quadrilaterals. So for the math teachers, you have a little quiz there in presentation form. Or yun, simplifying polynomials. So these are actually a lot of science. We also have geography and yun, Italian Renaissance. So perfect for high school teachers as well, mga quizzes. And I'm reaching the end already. So I just want to share with you some graphic design basics. This alone can be its own topic because we have 4 main aspects of good graphic design, which are text, color, image, and layout. And I'm not going to discuss all 4 right now due to time, but I think what would be fun to discuss is text. So text is very important because fonts have their own language. They all have something to say beyond the words on the page. And every font has its own mood and personality. So sometimes even without reading what you're going to, even without reading what you want to read, looking at the font pa lang, you can tell, ay, serious to, ay, fun to. Or if you look at a movie poster and you look at the font, even in a foreign language, like mga K-drama movies, you can tell what genre it is by the font of the movie. So let's try a little demo here, or a little activity. So in this note, you'll see, I will always find you. So can you let me know in the comments, how does this make you feel? What kind of, where would you see this? Or what kind of movie genre would this be for? Yung mga ganito. Does it make you feel attracted? Does it make you feel like someone's flirting with you? Is it sweet? Is it like pang star cinema film? I see here mga romantic movie, yes. Or mga drama, oo. Mga Nicholas Sparks siguro, mga ganun. Now, let's try with that same 5 words, I will always find you. how does this make you feel naman? What kind of movie would this be for? What kind of K-drama would this font be bagay for? Serious, suspense. I see the answers here. Horror, yes. Stalking, oo. See, so I won't read the other answers anymore, but as you can see, the same 5 words have a totally different meaning. Actually, it's the opposite meaning just by changing the font. So that's why, when we're creating our presentations, we should match our font to our topic and avoid, like, even if a font is very fun, very one of your favorite fonts, if it doesn't match your topic, it might actually, distract your students more than it helps your presentation. So here's just a little infographic that you can feel free to screenshot, because it's also nice to combine fonts to keep things interesting. So you can combine, here are just some recommendations on fonts that are nice to combine. And you can see they all have different moods. Some are more serious, some are more romantic, mga cursive. And all of the fonts you see here, yung mga names that you see here, are Canva fonts. So you can find them on Canva just by searching the name of the font. And don't worry, even if you don't memorize or screenshot this, you can always find your perfect font in Canva by just searching adjectives. So if you want to search funny, not funny. If you want to search funny, you can type funny and it will show you some like very playful fonts. Or you want to type fancy, then it will show you some nice script fonts, mga brush fonts. Or you want to put there simple, then it will show you some simple fonts. So even adjectives work when you want to search fonts in Canva. Okay, so that's just a little taste of graphic design basics. And I want to segue right now to invite you all to join our online community. So this is the community that I handle. It's called Canva for Filipino Teachers. In this screenshot, it says 28,000 members, but right now we're at around 32,000 already. So it's a growing community for K-12 teachers, and it's for everyone to learn more about Canva together. So I handle it, you'll see me there, and I'll be there to also support you and answer your questions. So all you do is you go to Facebook and you search Canva for Filipino Teachers, and it will be the first result that you see. So it's a Facebook group, not a Facebook page. So baka malito kayo. So it's a Facebook group. Can I see if there are any members here, any existing members? Can you comment if you are already part of this group? So just what can you see in this group? You can see exclusive announcements. So when we have new features, especially education features, you will see it right here. You'll be the first to know. You will also find tips, tricks, and tutorials. So I often post tips on how to use Canva, some of the more advanced features. And even the other members, yung ibang mga teachers, they love to share their learnings as well when they find a new feature. Minsan sila pa yung unang magdi-discover ng bagong feature. We also have Canva challenges, which are our contests. So, we'll give you a little task to design, and then we'll pick our favorite ones, and you will get exclusive Canva merchandise. So if you've seen teachers with like Canva shirts or Canva notebooks, now you know how they get it from our Canva challenges. And overall, we have a very friendly and collaborative community. So we're all teachers in this group. So if you want to share your designs, you want to ask how to design a graduation ceremony, you have a community here that's very willing to help. And we also have fun activities like recognition rights, where we try to acknowledge the most active members, and of course, give you some Canva merch, some Canva swag to reward you. So this is for those who are interested, this is free to join, This is really just a Facebook group that you just search, click join, and then I will accept your request. And we also have exclusive webinars here in the group. So kung nabitin kayo sa topic ko today, we have monthly webinars exclusively in the Facebook group about all types of topics related to education. So again, that's on Facebook, just search Canva for Filipino Teachers. And we also have 2 other communities here in the Philippines, official Canva for official Canva communities. For those who are mga negosyante, those who started a small business or medium-sized business, you can join Canva for Negosyo. And it's everything that I said as well. Announcements, webinars, Canva challenges, and a supportive community. So doon we feature our business templates and other cool features. And we also have Canva for freelancers. So if there are any aspiring graphic designers or mga nagsa-sideline as a graphic designer or illustrator or just wanting to use Canva for those types of things, you can also join Canva for freelancers. So just type in any of these names in Facebook and you'll see the group right away. And of course, we're on Facebook, that's Canva, just search Canva, and on Twitter and on Instagram as Canva_PH. And we would love it if you use the hashtag CanvaLove whenever you post about Canva. If you've seen in the comments, we have Mitch from Canva replying to your comments, so she will also, find your CanvaLove posts. Okay, so now, Miss April, please let me know how many more minutes I have, but I want to demo an About Me presentation, which is what you can use for your students' output, especially for back to school. So let me just share my browser. Actually, it's getting a little dark here. Medyo makulimlim na. So, 1 second here. Miss April, if you could flash my other window. Okay. So, feel free to follow along with me if you'd like, or you can always just watch. So on Canva, just what I did was I typed in back to school. Let me try that again. So type back to school, and then you will see all these different templates. So what I want you to look for is these ones, the mga video. So these are your About Me video templates. So let me try picking this one. So to open it will open your design in a new tab. By the way, everything you see here, you can also use it on your mobile app. So browser or phone or tablet, you can use these features and these templates. So you'll see here on screen, it says here, Canva Video Editor Open Beta. So this is actually, as I told you, Canva is constantly improving, constantly growing. So actually our video, no problem. I'll keep this short. So we actually have improved video editor. So you're going to see this, and I highly suggest you try it for free. So try out our new video editor. Again, for those who use Canva for mga graduation virtual ceremonies or mga morning assemblies, you will like our new video editor. So you'll see here you have a timeline already that makes it easy to edit. So here you'll see I have how many? 4 pages. We have my cover page, About Me, and then my favorites, and what's the last one? Fun facts. So your students and you yourself can fill out this About Me intro video. So let's say here you have a little boy. So of course we want to put our own video. So what you can do is you can click here in uploads, and then you can upload your own media. So if you have your own photo in your downloads folder, you can click upload media and then pick your photo. Or if you want, you can also record yourself right here, right now. So let's try that. So it says here, let me do that one more time so that you can see. Okay, so let me pick my camera. So there you go. So all within Canva, you can already record. So it's asking me to set up my camera and my mic. You can see your mic. You can test it by looking at the audio waves. And then once it looks good, you think of this as like a little mirror backstage. So once it looks good, you can click start recording. So 3, 2, 1, then you can say, hello classmates, my name is Chris. I am 10 years old, etc. And then if you made a mistake, you can always restart your recording. So let's try it as a teacher. So you can say, hello, sorry, my video froze. It says here, you can say, hello, my name is Teacher Chris. I'll be teaching science for the rest of the school year. I hope to get to know all of you more throughout the school year, etc. And then when you're done, you can click end recording over here on the upper right. You can watch your video. I won't watch it anymore, but you can watch your video first. You can save it and opt to record another video, or you can save it and go back to editing, or you can always discard it, meaning you will just record a new one. So let's say I'm good with this, I don't need to record another one. So I'll click this purple button, save, and back to editing. So now my video is in my design. So that's straight from my webcam. And then you can just, if you wanted to go into this circle, all you have to do is drag it above or on top of your circle. And then you'll see when I release my mouse, my cursor, it automatically snaps into the circle. And then I can play it. You can see, hello. Yeah, medyo nag-lag lang yung video ko because I'm using my webcam for both, for both the webinar and my Canva presentation. But you can easily make your video in Canva and then put it in the shape already. And then let's say here, of course, my name is not Tristan. So hey, my name is, let's say I'm the teacher. You can say my name is Sir Chris. And then maybe let's add another. Okay, so I copied this one. And then I want to put here, nice to meet you. So you can always add whatever you want. You can always change the color. Okay, so this is actually not a circle shape. So I would just remove the circle. So I went to effects, and then I'm just gonna straighten that and put it here. So you can customize this however way you want. You can even, let's say you want to change the color of the leaf, you can change it. So really, the template is up to you how you want to customize it. But of course, you can always just leave it alone because it already looks nice if you like it. So here in the second page, we have About Me. So you can write a little bit. I'm Chris Tevera. I am from Cainta, Rizal, etc. I have been teaching for 5 years, etc. So you can put your About Me, and you can always add more elements if you want. So let's say I love drawing. So I can type in drawing here in the Elements tab and put this little paint palette icon. So I can add that there just so that they have, it's a little more customized to me. So you can always challenge your students to customize their design because obviously they're going to be using similar templates. So the challenge now for them is how do they customize it and make it truly their own. Let's go to the third page, which is my favorites. So it's a little small. Let me zoom in. So I'll click here, this slider at the bottom, and oh, no, here. I will click this one at the bottom to make my canvas larger. Okay, that's too large. Let's try 50%. Okay. So here you can see my favorite food is spaghetti and meatballs. So this is just a template. So you can always change it. You can go into the More tab here on the left. And then let's click photos so that we can search for other photos. So let's say my favorite food is actually my favorite food is pasta. So let's just say something Japanese food. So let's say sushi. So you can click a photo from that library from here on the left side, and it will automatically pop into your design. And just like before, you just slide it on top of the circle that you want it to snap to or crop into, let go, and there you go. So your sushi photo is there. And of course, let's change the words. So my favorite food is sushi. My favorite car is, okay, you can change that. You can always change the questions as well. So let's say, you're asking grade schoolers, maybe they don't have a favorite car yet. So you can always change the question to something else, maybe favorite color or favorite show. Let's try making this my favorite color. And then you can just have them pick a shape here from the... I think you can hear my dog in the background because it's thundering a little bit. Let me just get my dog. 1 second, 1 second. Okay, hello, I am back. Sorry, it was just my dog. Any dog owners here, I think you would know how scared they get when it's raining or when there's thunder. So there you go. So you can also just, let's say you want to change the color. You can go to elements. Let's pick a shape here. And then you can have your student pick the color. So here, over here on the upper left, pick any color you like. You can even type in words. So let's say my favorite color is blue, and it will show you different kinds of blue. Let's pick this one. So there you go. My favorite color is blue. And then when you are done, so let me zoom back out. When you're done with your presentation, you can play it. Let's try playing it from the start. Let me try playing it from the start.
You can see, hello, sorry, my video froze. It says here, you can see.
There's your video, and there are some transitions already, so everything's moving, everything's fun. So this one is a paragraph, so it will flash for a longer time than the first slide. And then you have your next part, which is your favorites. And then your last part, which is your fun facts. There we go, fun facts. So you can have them record a video of them doing their favorite activity and put it there. So how they can submit this to you is many options. They can just click share here. They can click share and then copy the link here, or they can download it as an MP4 video. And automatically just it will select all the pages and then click download. And then you'll see here, it's downloading as we speak. And then if you have a Facebook group or a group chat, they can submit it there. So there are many options for them to submit their About Me video. So that's one example output of what they can submit. Okay, Miss Aprilline, that ends my demo. Thank you very much.